Well, hello. Dun, 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 the puggy. Okay. I have an overlay above the current amount of experience we have. So that's my aspect here. Just look over the other perks. Who's following me? Oh, yeah, I thought you were somewhere. Good. I didn't know you were coming with me. I don't you're welcome to the dance club, are you? I doubt it. Oh, basement, right.
Where's the captain? Ah, right there! Something's not right. I feel so out of it. Sayaka Nishizono, I'd like a word with you. Hey, aren't you... Amasawa from the Mystery Research Club? You betcha. Don't worry, I come bearing good news. Oh great, the MRC. What do you want with us? We're not up to anything. Calm down. I'm not here to expose your secrets to the world. I only wanted to introduce you to someone. What are you getting at? To preface this, I noticed your club advisor hasn't been showing up much lately. Yeah, apparently he got really sick. We're lucky if we see him a couple times a month. Right, and it must be rough trying to choreograph an entire routine without him. Yeah, and we've got a meet coming up soon. It's so much pressure. I see. Then the stars really did align in your favor. What? Listen, Senpai, I know we might seem desperate, but it's not like we need any favors. Don't worry, you don't owe me for this. I'm offering you a potential advisor as a token of goodwill. Potential advisor? Let's not sweat the small stuff. The important thing is, Yagami-san here said he'd agreed to help you with your routine as a stand-in advisor.
Help with their routine? When did I ever say that?
Oh my gosh, really? This is just what we needed. You know, I could tell you had a certain something about you. So how long have you been a pro dancer?
I'm not.
Oh, so modest. This is like one of those dream come true moments in a movie. I've been literally racking my brain trying to come up with a workable routine.
All the orange
I'm
justice.
so glad that's on you now.
Whoa, time out. I'm missing some important qualifications here.
Yagami-san, this is your Reichenbach Falls moment. You need to dive headfirst into the challenge.
It's a waterfall. (1893), after writing 24 Sherlock Holmes stories, Doyle plays Holmes at the top of Reichenbach Falls on the outskirts of Meiringen, Switzerland, in a battle with his arch-enemy Professor Mortuary, the Napoleon of crime. Both characters plunge to their deaths. Didn't know that's how Sherlock Holmes ended. Okay. No, I mean, I don't think this should be the the final story of this man. Don't skip the cutscene.
Don't you get it?
No?
Do you think we can get started? We've been practicing and practicing, but something about our choreography feels off. We all know our moves and everybody's got rhythm, so all that should be left is bringing our A game. But it feels like we're still missing something, you know? That wow
They all look bored
factor.
as frick.
It's really kind of down to the wire to be figuring this stuff out, but I know we'll push through if we try.
Uh-huh.
So can I ask for your first impression? Does our routine need more going on, or...
You know, it's hard to say what's going on at this point.
I shouldn't have to say this, but keen observation is elementary for a detective.
And?
And you need to tell them what you observed. You did have your eyes open, didn't you?
Has already started, jeez. When you over at Amasara, time to weigh in on my honest opinion. Certain conversations over events won't unfold until without your direct input. Time selections answered within a given time to move the conversation along. Chooses like nothing or remain silent can also be an answer. Either which make the choice will not affect the outcome. Certain conversations or events will unfold, yeah. Projection slides, intensity of your answer. Oh, okay. And all these seem to be common, or well-off things.
So, the music's not a bad choice. But it'll take more than your average dance mix to stick in the audience's minds. Have you considered traditional enka? Nobody'd see that coming.
Enka? Well, it is old school, so dancing to it might be innovative. But we can't just start over with a new song after all the hard work we put in. They have the rhythm, they know their moves, but what they lack is prep time. She told you all that, remember? Besides, it'd be demoralizing to make them reset everything this late in the game.
That wasn't what I meant by
Demoralizing.
by that. I do feel like it's awkward that they're doing two different things, but
Isn't your routine a little tame? Maybe you could spice it up a bit.
Spice it up how, exactly? You mean like we need
absolutely not.
outfits? Or like we dance all provocatively? What part of this is a high school don't you get?
I'm gonna give it some pizzazz.
Yeah.
They
Sometimes I just
be
say
lively.
things.
You look like you're zombies.
I think your performance could use a little more flair.
Flair?
That's what I meant with the other two options, but
Well, you're already in perfect sync, and everyone knows their part. But, how to put it? You were right. It needs something that's gonna leave a lasting impact.
I see what you mean. Maybe we are just kind of going through the motions here. If only we could come up with better stuff. Oh, maybe you could give us some suggestions.
Ah,
I don't even know how to dance. Back to the whole thing.
let's take
Okay.
apart what could give you the edge you need.
I kind of feel like Zealand knows Kung Fu, so I feel like we just go Kung Fu.
Why not incorporate Kung Fu?
Did you just say Kung Fu?
Sure did. Throw a few kicks and punches, will knock the competition right out.
That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah. And it's not like martial arts-based dancing is entirely unheard of. But we don't know the first thing about Kung Fu.
Well, you're in luck. Kung Fu happens to be a hobby of mine.
No way! That's so cool!
Well, it's my own style. You won't find it in any ancient scrolls. It's flashy.
Perfect! So will you teach us?
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Sweet! Then let's get a quick demonstration. Let's see some ass-kicking dance then.
Wait, really? I really have to do this?
Of course. How else are we gonna learn? Look up some random videos? We'll get to analyze your moves, your footwork, your breathing. We'll learn from the pro.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though. What if my stuff doesn't fit your routine at all?
So, you're not gonna help us after all? That's pretty weak. If you're giving up after stringing them along this far, hang tight while I dial 110.
Hold it.
Huh?
No other choice.
You know what? I think I can wing it well enough. I've never done this before, though, so don't get mad if it's crappy, okay?
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. You're gonna do fantastic. Okay, what we'll do first is show you the opening 30 seconds of our routine until the chorus hits. While you're watching, keep an eye out for the parts that could use some kung fu moves.
Sure. Good plan.
Okay, so here's how we start.
Just incorporate the Orange Justice. It'll kill.
In there. Now you take it away.
Whoa. Doubt I can top that. But you know what? May as well try.
That's a spirit. Ready for the music?
I'm just gonna punch in the air, is all I'm gonna do here. Play a rhythm game at the dance club. Oh, let's go. It's like one of Yagumi's EX solos. Automatically tutorial. Check your settings and start the lesson. Sure.
Let's freaking dance.
This freaking dance guy. X, A, Y, or B accurately to fill the groove. Once you pass clear mark, you nail the routine. I can press the buttons at the same time, did not need a tutorial for that. Hold. Mm-hmm. Okay, I can do it. Down, left, or right while dancing to activate one of Yagumi's EX solos. Game leans to your advantage while the EX solo is active. As icons recommending EX solos come streaming down, you are free to activate them at any time. Only EX solo you have to do is beating is a freestyle. You can learn more by reading the dance textbook. We didn't have to press it yet. We just had it ready, I believe. Oh, that's my bad.
Yagami-san, you're officially the best.
I didn't know it was already over. We had to press buttons. So we had to press them and we get more points. I guess it was a freestyle though.
Oh, he's amazing! That was amazing! Like it? Wow! Wait, is that could never do that? Oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out! See it? Oh, look at that! Did you see that? Yagami-san, what was that just now? I thought you said you couldn't dance.
Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you. Winning is part skill and part pulling it out of your ass.
I don't think a seasoned athlete could pull that off. Yagami-san, that was incredible! You're not just a pro, you're a master!
Wow. You're giving an amateur way too much credit here.
No way an amateur moves like that. You're something else. Maybe you don't realize it, but you have a gift for this. You're totally a born dancer.
I don't know about all that. What you call a gift, I call muscle memory.
Well, whatever you call it, we're gonna use every last bit of it in our routine, if that's okay. You seriously saved our necks just now, Yagami-san.
Hey, I'm just glad it all worked out.
If it's okay to ask, could you drop by and give us more pointers sometime? Ever since our advisor stopped showing, we've barely been keeping it together. And we could all use some guidance from someone we can trust.
If you guys will have
What
me,
are you doing?
Sure. Not sure I have many pointers left.
Oh, you're the best! I think it's time we headed back now, Yagami-san.
Huh? Oh, sure. So, did I pass? I'd say I made plenty of headway with the dance club.
Indeed you have. Honestly, I'm still in shock over how easily you won Nishizono-san over. Every time I've tried to approach her, she reacts like I'm there to accuse her of something.
I wonder why.
why. I'm sure the MRC has gained some notoriety.
Well, all the more reason we need an amazing advisor who can keep up with us.
Oh, I'm amazing now.
Or maybe you really
Does
is.
this mean I'm no longer a criminal?
Yeah, I really should apologize for that at some point. Also, I have another theory as to why you installed that camera.
Yeah? Let's hear it.
So, a hired detective shows up to covertly monitor a specific group of students. Meanwhile, spreading through the news like wildfire is the case of Akihiro Ehara, a man connected to our school. Put those pieces together, and your objective here starts taking shape. But I wouldn't want to hamper any important detective work of yours, so for now, I'll let that theory sit.
Really the sharpest is the president of Mystery Richard Clovers for good reason. You know, unlike the only person near lunch just tried along her sibling.
At any rate, Yagami-san, I'll go ahead and let the chairman know of our arrangement. That is to say, I'll formally request you.
What
as
about the
our
personality test that was promised?
That'd be great.
I want to know if I'm a
Hire
Pisces.
me just like that?
advisor. Sure, so long as you're officially considered an outside guidance counselor, I don't see why not. Also, we do need another faculty member as a supervisor, but that's more of a formality than anything. Their only responsibility is signing the paperwork. You'll still be the one running the club. Our school makes you jump through a lot of hoops just to be welcomed as a guest, huh?
It is a private school.
Yeah, sounds like they won't let in just anybody. Anyway, is there a teacher you had in mind?
Yep, no worries there. The chairman actually promised to sign off on whoever we chose. Well, I made him promise might be a bit more accurate.
What? Really? Man, I wish he'd told me. He told me the club's already had advisors and left it at that.
Typical. I doubt he wants to actually keep his word. After all, if we get into trouble, he'll be directly responsible. He probably thinks the MRC is a big enough liability as it is.
I said so.
I wonder why.
Well, with all that said, welcome to the Mystery Research Club. Can't wait to see a real detective in action.
Hey, you'll get your chance, and it's a pleasure to be on board.
Oh, when you have a spare moment, could you join us in the club room for a talk? I'd like your advice on another case we're monitoring.
I'm here.
Got something
Bring me in.
besides the sugar baby?
Yes, and this one may actually be even nastier.
Poggy.
In fact, the sugar baby may be but a single thread amidst a larger, more sinister web of conspiracies. But that's a lot to digest, I know. I'll get you up to speed when you're free.
Okay. Not quite sure how to process that right now, but I'll make sure to swing by at some point.
MSR has agreed to let Yagami act as the MRC's advisor. It seems like there's more delinquent activity than meets the eye at Saverio High School. In order to unveil this activity, Yagami must infiltrate certain sub-communities within their school, immerse yourself with the various activities at the school, get friendly with the students, raise your leadership to solve the students' issues. Play this at your leisure. Gotcha. I wanna go dance again. Give me an actual challenging song. Tight with the basketball club, being a former member comes as no surprise. Where do the basketball players go after school? To the gym, of course. School gym? Yeah,
Hey
you do be
guys,
running.
How we all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are you?
My name's Yagami. I've been the MRC's advisor for all of a couple minutes, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
There was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as, what, October?
Of course,
Mikoshiba's-
from the December game.
Oh yeah, Mikoshiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any theories? Okay, scratch that. Then what kind of teacher was he? Is he nice? Is he a jerk?
I wouldn't say jerk, but he was enthusiastic. Yeah, I mean, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2 too? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
You seem to see me here again.
Something special about Class 2 too?
Well, yeah. Koda's in Tutu, and she was Mikoshiba-sensei's star pupil.
Star pupil? I do know who you're talking about, by the way. Are you saying she was favored over the others?
In a way, Mikoshiba-sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had tons of experience by the time we joined. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team.
You're all
Mikoshiba-sensei
kids.
knew that too.
They'll be fine.
I'd say him looking after Koda did us all a favor.
Wow, sounds like the model instructor.
If you say so. But I'm not sure Koda felt that way.
Oh?
Mikoshiba-sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, "See, that was how not to do it."
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad. He was doing it because he cared, I think.
Hey, wasn't Mikoshiba-sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing? He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main contribution.
That's not true. She's got a nice chest, too. That's fair. Anyway, when Mikoshiba-sensei stopped coming, the guys in 2-2 were all like,
Okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me. Mikoshiba-sensei did anything like that, he would have gotten canned on the spot.
yeah, people like to gossip, but as they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up. Maybe she's the reason he got fired.
So the writing on her hand, it wasn't some random insult.
Are we about done here?
Last thing, where are Koda-san and the others? Are they often this late?
No. Everyone's usually here by now.
Maybe they're still in their classroom?
Okay, then I think that about does it. Back to work for the both of us, huh?
Actually, oh, the other person bounced. I guess I have to too, but I'm not gonna commit because he's already turned around. It's fine. Why do you want me to come back in the... What is this route you have me take here? That's a liability. School having a ladder students have to climb?
You spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face us because you're weak. Who gave you permission to quit anyway? Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah, think about us for a second. Who has to pick up all the grunt work when you're gone?
Maybe she feels special after what happened at lunch. Like people suddenly give a shit about her.
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice. Talk about selfish, am I right?
Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it! Is that all you know how to say? You think we're letting a stuck-up bitch like you give the orders?
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
This fucking guy. Why's your dirty old ass still here?
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms!
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency, and your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now then. But mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week, so be on your best behavior.
We'd better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, and break a leg out there, Matsu. Not very nice, are they? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective, and I need to talk about Hiro Mikoshiba. He started training as a teacher here pretty recently, right? And one day he just stopped showing up? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled, or you saw him hanging around strangers?
Why are you asking me?
The basketball club members think you and Mikoshiba might have been close, at least at practice.
They said that?
The whole relationship with Mikoshiba is a memory she'd rather forget.
Well, I suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it. Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. If it's cool, I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec. Earlier today, it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it? I just never expected anyone to actually stand up for me in school. But you could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either. We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed.
Leave her alone.
Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But that first voice, the one that told them to stop, that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Who could say?
I knew it. It was you. Thank you so much for that. Today was eye-opening. I never thought about how horribly I was being treated until everyone stood up for me. What's more, it made me see that I was strong. In fact, I finally stood up to the basketball kids.
So you did? Is that what made you decide to quit the club?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball in a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool.
Oh no.
In a comic, even if you're a terrible player, the team always tries to lift you up. I tried. I wanted it to work, even if all they did was tear me down. But today, I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koto-san. Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. And some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others in pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you've just got to let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Okay. In that case, we won't call it quitting.
Huh?
You can play. Doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you practice, you wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take. And all you have to do is find that path. I mean, it's got to be out there. And then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
Come on, try to work with me here.
How is that cheating? Go play somewhere else. I don't get it.
So, the MRC, you're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us know. Anything at all. For example, if you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
You've got this.
Oh, Mr. Detective. Yagami-san, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki? You know, the two other guys I'm always hanging around? They're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba-sensei now.
Huh.
Well, Detective, I think they have a lead for you. You're here on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty often. I think maybe we can help. That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh, turning over a new leaf, are we?
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass if you went and narked on us, so... Will you at least hear us out? Matsune and the rest are just upstairs. Please, be a nice guy. We're really sorry.
I'm ready to fight.
Okay, I see where this is going. How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up is for third years, right? You rope some of your senpais into this too?
Wow, you don't even know us and you're throwing out accusations like that? How are we supposed to become upstanding citizens with teachers like this? It's just not fair.
Had a trap. Maybe they really can give me some information about it.
Fine, I'll hear you out. Tell your friends I'm on my way.
Really? Awesome!
We're gonna go this way, sorry. We go to the third floor a different way.
Over here, Yagami-san! Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man! Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
I thought that was a musket.
So many of you. You guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
Nah, that's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Ryumon.
Yokohama Ryumon? You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Ryumon name if I need him to handle some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the tables so fast you won't know what hit you.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
You get it?
Oh no, a
From now
taser.
on, if you even lay a finger on us, you offend the Yokohama Ryumon, and they'll take that personally. You see what deep shit you're in here, Yagami-san?
So how about it? You know how to say you're sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh yeah? How much are we talking here? Grand?
$1 million. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark. I know a guy who lends for the Seiryu clan Yakuza.
First it's gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one.
Huh?
You wanna see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down! Fuck him up!
Delinquents. What are we on? Okay, that's fine. Sorry about the chairs. Pug. Noble saints.
Ah, my eyes. Cheap shot.
Can't see?
Got you now! No, you don't! Huh?
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach.
Eyes are burning with my vision finally coming back.
You guys go look for him and tell me when you find him. Don't go for a smoke.
Okay, sounds good. You got this in the bag.
Senpai, what do we do?
You guys follow me. We'll all smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Senpai's the toughest around, and the coolest.
Ah, well. All for my adorable little underlings.
Alright. There's about Mikushiba. Can set them off guard this time. I will climb up to the roof, I'm guessing. Why not just walk on the stinking... You know what? Who cares? Well, hold on. Hold the door. Little book. Skill Verge of Death Wounded Tiger has been unlocked. Learn more to use the skill apps in the pause menu. Is it not a tiger ability? No? I bought both those. Tiger. Is it not tiger? Abilities? Here we go. Take damage and tiger style while your health is low. Oh. Yo, a healing kit? Mind if I do? I understand. Like ammo to me. Toughness easy. One or toughness Z. Alright, drop it.
Tastes good, Senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked.
Hey, Akane! Go get the other senpais!
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Huh? What the hell?
Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. I'm taking you down! Don't give me that smug look.
Man, ZB having a switchblade. Too bad I have a chair. Hold this for me. Oh, he's gone.
Jeez. This guy's a maniac.
He's too good at this, man.
Hey, you mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! Ah, my shoulder! Holy shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Tell me everything you know about Mikoshiba. After all, you guys were pretty close, right?
Defeat these punks again. Easy.
Mikoshiba Sensei showed up to practice, like, basically every day. Kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. He'd make us do like 10 sets of cross-court dashes. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant 10 more for all of us. That made it obvious real quick. Koda was our weakest link.
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then.
Yeah, because she's such a freaking klutz. Even the first years got sick of her eventually. Only thing she did right was unite the team against her.
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport, and you call that unity. Real classy. Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported him missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Koda did it? Some kind of crime of passion?
This isn't the time for bullshit. Or you want to keep going?
Nope. I'll pass.
Have you talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba-sensei better than anyone.
All she told me was how exemplary he was, both as a student and a student teacher. And that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh? She really talked him up that good?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do. I actually brought that up to him one day. And it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide. And Sawa-sensei suspected him of bullying the kid. I don't think he ever really got past that. He'd get all depressed sometimes.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Oh yeah. I actually asked him about it once, but he just laughed it off.
Isn't enough to prove Mikoshiba was a bully, but Sawa did seem less like a same movie.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
What did she really think about Mikoshiba? I'll have to press her on it.
How long do people at school for? It's been like 18 hours. They all live here? Excuse me. So you can close first, it's fine. I understand. You okay, bro? You photographing that 3? It's a pretty good looking 3. I don't know, are we on the floor too? Or the faculty room? This is about right. Faculty room? Gotcha.
Hi Hi there. Has Sawa-sensei gone home?
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think they may have some visitors.
That's okay.
Gotcha. Thanks.
You won't mind. My friend is sour, but I could still use for useful clue. You've been honest with me before.
What the?
What the? No?
Suspicious.
Oh, there you go. No, hero Mikoshiba. Our real son, the boy who killed himself 4 years ago. For teacher to have a picture of every single random student on the desk. I can't remember Denny right now, though I should look for Sawa. She should be in the chairman's office. Up a floor, please. Skirt. Skirt. Skirt.
Pardon.
Man, that's some wacky here.
Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikoshiba-kun is no longer with us, is he? And it's just as I feared.
I will save the video again. Dunka 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 dunka.
2 months ago, a young man named Hiro Mikoshiba went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikoshiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikoshiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
It do be chapter 3. Not reporting the identity of the corpse. I mean, the police are still withholding information. Awful long time.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so,
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please stay off our campus. You don't belong here. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Please keeping Arrowhead's connection under wraps until they investigate the murder.
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikoshiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ehara, a man who took this school to court over his son's suicide. Mikoshiba came up even then, as a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ehara-san? But he got arrested for that groping incident at the train station.
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ehara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. He revealed it upon being sentenced. This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then, was it really Ehara-san?
A court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get, but he could be connected somehow.
How do you know all this, Yagami-san?
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards, so now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along, but yesterday you told me he wasn't the type. I just want to get the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart, or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. It was Mikoshiba who turned the basketball club against Koda-san. Pretty sadistic for a would-be teacher, don't you think?
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ehara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any favors.
His name was Toshiro.
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ehara's son, like he's just another statistic. He had a name, for heaven's sake. Toshiro.
Right. I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have papers to grade.
Sawa-sensei, please.
Why did you just yell?
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Isazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real
Sorry, I'm new to this town.
Something like that.
I played this as a very weird-haired man, like a year ago. And he saw things through the eyes of a video game character. He was not mentally well. We've been booking it, by the way. Sorry. That was a fake door.
Kaito-san. So I just left the school, and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you?
Third stop of our bar crawl, that's where. I thought work was done for the night.
Licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Just Sugiura. Tsukumo said he had to get back to the office to take care of some kind of system trouble.
A computer crash or something?
Don't know. something about a Buzzy searcher going haywire. I pretty much tuned it out, man. Anyway, you gonna come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting Sawa-sensei in a bit.
You what? God damn it, man, you are killing me today.
Would you simmer down? This is work, not whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, then I ought to come be your backup. Where we headed?
Come on, you think I need a drunk co-pilot? Knock one back for me, though.
Hey, I better not find out you two got it on. Don't do this to me, Doc.
Any time before Arena, maybe I just drop by Sukumo's place. Okay, I will run there. I'll be doing a slash marker here, so I might as well get something to drink. I'm a very thirsty lad.